One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Blue Devils offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hodges. They'll make a stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a connection. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. UConn quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide. And
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
UConn going back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to New Mexico. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to ride this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. He makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. It's a seam wide open, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Duke.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
17, UConn 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the lone running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. UConn quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Turns it loose. He's got it at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Immediately fires to the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
The Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. UConn quick to the line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick completion on the out route. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Third down play from the gun. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Line is set on third down. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front creating a pass.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Hodges. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Blue Devils will have it first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback and gain a couple yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in the play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. UConn quick to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the foot.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
There he goes. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! This time they'll go to the running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Duke. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The UConn offense goes back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskies in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. He might want another play. Toss sweep right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming.
Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He'll start this drive firing. Heaves it deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides the back on the option. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Powers through the defender. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere